hello, this is me English and Nails, and I'm Sam. Good to see you again, Sam. Really? Yes, of course. Can you tell by the way I'm smiling? Whereas I find it difficult to tell if someone is real smiles or if it's fake smiles. Well, that's coincidence because this program is all about how computers may be able to tell real smiles from fake smiles better than humans can. Before we get into those questions, the expressions we can make with our face are controlled by muscles. How many muscles do we have in our face? Is it A, 26, 43, or 62? How do you think, Sam? No ideas, but a lot, I guess, so I'm going with the 62. Okay, well, I'll see you if you're smiling, so crying later in the program. Hassan Gers is a professor of visuals computing at the University of Bradford. He's been working in getting computers to be able to recognize human emotions from the expressions in our space. Here he is speaking on the BBC inside science radio programs. How successful does he say they help them? We've been working with quite a lot of human emotions, so ideas is how the facial muscles movements which is reflected on the face through obviously of computers, through video frames, and trying to understand how these muscles move actually related to facial expressions, and then from facial expression trying to understand the emotions or the inferred emotions, and they have been quite successful in doing that. Softwares that can actually look at somebody's face in real times and then identify the series of emotions that person is expressing in real time as well. So have they been successful in getting computers to identify emotions? Yes, he says they've been quite successful, and what's interesting is that he says the computers can do it in real times. This means that there's no delays. They don't have to stop and analyze the data or crunch the numbers. They can do it as the person is talking. The system uses videos, analyzes person's expressions, and can infer the emotions. To infer something means to get understanding out of something actually being told directly. So you look at the verbal information and use understanding and the knowledge to work out the meaning. It's a bit like being a detective, isn't it? You look at the clues and infer what happens even if you don't have all the details. Yes, in this case, computers look at the movements muscles in the face, the facial muscles, how different emotions, yes, process occurs again. We've been working quite a lot of human emotions, so ideas are how the facial muscles movements which is reflect on the face through various computers, through video frames, and trying to understand how these muscles movements actually relate to facial expression, and then from facial expression trying to understand the emotions and infer the emotions, and they have been quite successful in the softwares that can actually look at somebody's face at real times and then identify the series of emotions that person's expressions in real times as well. So how do the computers know what is a real or fake smiles? The computers have to run the best. This process occurs against talking about how they do that. We have data real smiles and data fake smiles. These real smiles are induced smiles in the reps. You put somebody on the chairs and then show some funny movies. We expect the smiles are genuine smiles. And similarly, we ask them to pretend fake smiles with this what's called. So we throw this into the machines, and the machines figure out what the characteristics of real smiles and what the characteristics of fake smiles. So while to get the data, the computers use to see if your smile is fake or genuine, which is another word which means real mean. Induce real smiles in labs showing in people funny films. This means that they make the smiles come naturally. They assume that the smiles watching the funny films are genuine, and then ask people to pretend smiles, and the computer's programs now has the database of real and fake smiles and are able to figure out which is his. Figure out means the calculates and come to an answer. Yes, apparently the systems are the right percent of the times which is much higher than the humans can. Right, well, before we remind ourselves our vocabulary to get the answer to the questions, how many muscles do we have in our face? Is it 26, 43, or 62? Sam, are you smiling? What did it say? So I thought 62. I am smiling now? Sadly, you are not. You are using different muscle for sort of cell. That looks Actually, the answer to 43 is conversations to anyone what to got right. So now vocabulary, yes, spatial is the adjective related to space. Then we have to replace this verb means to understand something even when you don't have all information. So the come to this understand based on the experience and knowledge in when computers the program. And these computers work in real time, which means that there's no delay. And they can tell us fake smiles from a genuine ones, which means a real ones, as a person speaking. They made paper smiles, whereas the professor says that induce smiles by the showing funny films. And the computers are able to figure out or calculate whether the smiles are fake or genuine. So thank you, Sam. That's all of 6-minute English days. We look forward to the company next time since I can't wait to find lots of more BBC Learn English online, so social medias and our website. Goodbye. Bye bye.